the summer window felt crazy. But now that it's December, I want to know which transfers worked and which ones didn't. All right, we're starting off with number one, Alexander Isaac. Now, this transfer window happened close to the deadline and was about 125 million. Born in September 21st, 1999, signed from Newcastle to Liverpool. While the whole controversy was very, very messy, people had high expectations, especially people in Liverpool. They needed a new striker. They wanted a new striker after, who was it? Nunez Diaz was not performing to the level that people thought he was going to perform. Liverpool players had open arms for him. 9 matches, 1 goal, 1 assist. I mean, for 125 million and all the controversy that he came with, I would want to say that he is not performing or not really not being what he was meant to be. And I know Arsenal are struggling right now as a team wholly. Actually, let me see. You guys are in Liverpool. You guys are 8-6. The Premier League is very, very competitive, and sixth place is not the end of the world, but definitely would want more wins. Only having 9 games right now in December is very, very questionable. I don't know what Slot has in mind. I don't really watch a lot of Liverpool games to really say if he's playing or if he's going in or not. I mean, out of 16 games played, he's playing 9 games. That's 5 games that he didn't even start. Now, granted, it's only almost half of the season, so he still has time to up his numbers. But in 9 matches, only having 1 goal, it's really, really low compared to everybody else, all the other transfers during the summer. He has 9 matches in the Premier League so far, and he has 5 in the Champions League with 0 goals in the Champions League, only 1 goal, 1 assist. I think it's safe to say that Alexander is not performing at the level that Liverpool wanted him to perform. I know he's new. He's been in the Premier League, so he's Premier League proven. He's just not performing. But at the end of the day, yeah, Liverpool are struggling right now, and I think they are going to go back up sooner or later. I mean, he's not. None of these players are considered a bust just because it's been literally half of a season. They still need time to go in and learn the new system, and right now he is up there. Now, on some other news, surprisingly, and I would highly disagree on this one, but I have to put it up here from a technicality. Joanne, and I might be pronouncing that wrong, Wiesa, he only played 2 matches so far, signing in September. His record is currently 2-0-0-0. While he came in injured, or he did suffer an early injury during the transfer, he is technically not performing. He hasn't even had the ability to perform, but if we're talking on paper, only 2 matches so far in 6 months is not ideal. They did pay, I would want to say, what was the deal? They did pay from I think it was from 50 to 55 million, and that's for him. You guys are now struggling. I think you guys are mid-table. Are you guys somewhere in the mid-table, like 8 or 9? He only played 2 matches, and 1 match happened to be in the Champions League, which is good. No goals, no assists so far. Again, he's just coming back from an injury, but on a technicality, he is on this list just because his numbers are not where they're supposed to be, and that's just because the man was injured. I do think Weezer is gonna have a good debut. He did. He also was the last signing. He was like basically like a backup if Isak was to leave, which he did. He was there so he could occupy that spot. But I think he is gonna have a bright future in Newcastle. I hope he does, and I hope his numbers go up from here. So we'll just have to see in the future. And then on the next list, which is not surprising, a lot of people have been talking about Xavi Simeones. I know his dad was a football player, and this is Xavi Simeone. So Simeone played 13 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. He is good at transitioning the ball going up forward. Unfortunately, he's not doing the best so far, as in 13 matches, only 1 goal, 2 assists. With those stats, you would want him to have more assists as he does play and does in the attacking midfield. And you do want him to get those good passes, those good clean passes. I don't watch a lot of Tottenham ball to know if he is connecting those passes, but I would want to see those conversion rates turn into goals and assists. From what I heard, and he is not performing to the price that they paid for him. His transfer price was 40 to 43 million. So somewhere in that area, was he worth that much for a team like Spurs that just lost Son and just lost players like Harry Kane in the previous seasons? He was known to be the next superstar. Is he performing right now at that level? I don't think so. Again, this is my opinions. If you guys have anything to say, please comment it in the comments below. But this is just what I'm saying, just what I've seen, what I've heard. Xavi Simeone, I do think like I said, all these players, I think they only had a couple of months to really adapt to fit in, but you had players who came into teams and did perform at that level in short amount of period of times, but it's not always everybody, and those people are rare. So Xavi Simeone, he's right now, as he's not performing really good. I think he is going to again, he's another player that I think he is going to live to his hype. I mean, he does have good ball control, and I think he does have that good transitional play that a lot of people do lack. Teams like Real Madrid do not have players like that. They have Bellingham. Bellingham is not I mean, he does not create balls. He is good with his passes, but he is not naturally giving you those assists. He's more of a very attack, like a false nine type of striker slash midfield player, but like a Kevin De Bruyne with a lot of ball movement. I think this is what Xavi Simeone is or could be. We'll see. We'll see him in the World Cup also. And next on this list, not surprising, Florian Wirtz. You already know, like he's really not performing at all where people want him to perform. The German that came from Bayer Leverkusen is was really hyped up in the summer transfer window. He did not. He's really not performing as much. I think he lacks confidence. You know, and again, Liverpool this season are struggling as of recording this video. Liverpool sitting in sixth place. You know, now where they're not where they want to be in slot, making some rough decisions in the game. Also, Ward's playing 15 minutes and having absolutely zero assists, two in the Champions League and one in the FA Community Shield. He's not really performing. He's not really living up to his hype that he did have in the summer. Again, he is only 22 years old. He is going. He needs to start, you know, being what he was in Bayer Leverkusen. I think he did win Football of the Year, and I think for the national, I think we are gonna see a good amount of him in the World Cup. I think he is gonna be a dark horse, like they say. Being German and going to the Premier League with the language barrier and the culture. Why can I not talk? The culture shock. I think that's really weighing on him. He has to learn a whole different system, you know, different from Bayer Leverkusen. The last thing I heard about them was that they fired Ten Hag like within like three games or something like that. Coming from a system like that, and then coming to here, and the pressure that Liverpool are having now, and he's also the young star. I think there is a lot of pressure on his plate. The reason why he's not performing, I think he is gonna adapt. It's just gonna take him longer than usual. So all these players, like I said again, all these players have the time to be better. It's just that we just expected more out of them. So yeah, that is just my opinion on who are the right now the worst signing. Does that mean that they're going to be the worst or they're going to be the worst forever? No, I think all these players have a time to turn it around, be better, you know, be what they all want to be, which is the best player right now. So only time will tell. We'll see if they're really a bust. I would say a bust is like a year, like a year and a half. If they're not adapting, if their numbers are not even at least improving, I would yeah, consider them a bust. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, I always like hearing what you guys have to say or what you guys would say. If I missed anybody, I'll maybe do a part two if this video does good. If not, then it is what it is. But yeah, let me know.